Joining us in today's program is none other than the Reds Director, Mr. Patrick Kautra. Welcome, Patrick.
Thank you for welcoming me to your podcast, CK.
We want to talk about African Stars, double champions, current double champions, and even current champions. The team has been on a great trajectory, and as we talk now, the team is sitting on top of the log. But from what we hear, there are some changes in the technical department. Can you probably just enlighten us the way forward in vision?
No, thank you, CK, for inviting me to the podcast to set out the vision going forward. It's a known fact that our previous coach resigned, and we have been operating with a skeleton staff since then, especially at technical committee level. So the board of African Stars recently resolved to hire the senior assistant coach of the Lesotho national team. He was also the under to beef up the technical committee, which he will head, assisted by Ben Hauser, with Virginia Kuyendeka as the fitness coach. The team manager remains Andrew Shahikika. The team doctor, Dr. Kelsey and Dr. There through thick and thin, and the kit manager remains Bosa Kashina Munene, and all the equipment and the likes, and he's also the equipment manager. So the board, after a diligent search and various interviews, selected Mr. Mafuso. So we really want to welcome him to African Stars. The task ahead is not easy, as you have correctly said. We are coming from a loss, but 16 games to go. We remain optimistic to challenge for league honors.
Well, the ultimate aim was always to qualify for CAF championships. Is that still African Stars' dream to progress beyond the qualifying rounds and go to the knockout stages? And what is the mandate for the new coach?
The mandate for the new coach is to pick up the pieces where Ronnie left, play attractive football through the phases, win the championship, strengthen the team, and get into the group stages.
I will have it from the horse's mouth. Thanks for joining us, and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Sige.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Oh, fairly young. Very good afternoon and welcome to African Stars Podcast. And joining us now is a newly appointed African Stars coach, Mr. Bob Mafuzo, all the way from Lesotho. Bob, welcome to Namibia and welcome to African Stars table.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome.
Bob, I went to your CV. You have a very, very impressive CV. Coached several top teams in Lesotho, won multiple league titles, and you took the Lesotho youth team to the COSAFA final, and obviously you were assistant coach when Lesotho also reached the COSAFA final. So tell us anything about the I've just spoken to the African Stars director now that they expect you to win the league and play attractive football. And looking at your CV as well, did you put a lot of emphasis on playing attractive football in faces and all that stuff? Can you maybe explain yourself, who you are, and what you, the excitement ahead of this new venture?
Um, Maybe let me take this opportunity to thank all of you. Thank the African Stars management for giving me an opportunity to coach. Maybe let's start with to coach in a foreign country, which will be a first for me. Thank you to everyone for having the trust in me, especially with the objectives and the vision of the team. Um, I'm happy to be here, and I think warm welcome, like I just said, is what the only thing that I can talk about up to this point. It's just a few hours. I just have, I mean, it's less than a day in Namibia, and like I said, I'm happy to be here. With what we discussed with the chairman, I mean, I felt I could be part of the vision. I felt whatever it is that the team is trying to achieve, the direction that the team is taking, I would be happy to be part of it. Straight to your question, I am Bob Mafoso from the Mountain Kingdom of Lesotho. Uh, since 2016-17. Um, um, I coached a number of teams in the country, small teams as they are called, and then I also coached bigger clubs in the country. I've been the assistant coach to the head coach of the under 20 national team. I was also elevated to the head coach of the under 20 team, and then I assisted again until recently the senior national team of my country, the Mountain Kingdom, like I said. I've been a coach since 2013. I know when I came here, you said I look fairly young. I'm still the student of the game, and that is just me. I'm a family man, like we said. So I don't know what I've left. I mean, the CV, you have it. If you need any questions or clarifications, I think I don't maybe need to be that long, because I mean 13 years is a lot. Trying to explain everything that happened in 13 years could take too long, but we have time, of course. If you have any questions, you'll ask me on things that you feel I have omitted.
Well, Lesotho and Namibia has a lot in common. If I may recall, Namibia played its first FIFA sanction match against Lesotho in Maseru. But not a lot is known about Namibian football. I mean, not as Lesotho football apart from South Africa. But I mean, some of us know Lesotho because of Samomota. We know Lesotho. Uh, and obviously, I'm sure that you will feel home there. One of the players from the country, the bank, Lana is here and is very popular. He made himself, he warmed himself up in the heart of the African Star supporters, a great guy. So if one can look at his quality, so there must be some quality in the Lesotho football. How much do you know about African Stars? Have you done your research? and the playing style and what type of club it is, and the players and so on. You see, maybe there are sports where you probably need some reinforcements and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know that it's one of the biggest clubs in this country, 63 years, 62 years, and it has been one of the most successful teams in this country. So,
72.
oh, it's 72. Okay. So, I mean, it's the biggest club in this country. I've seen that. Um, if we talk about the premiership in this country, I think they've won how many? 4 of the last 6, and that says a lot. It's a big club, and the comparison with my country, with the league in my country, it's not that much. It isn't that much. I think. The most I could talk about infrastructure. Maybe it's better here in terms of the number of stadiums. And maybe because, like you said, there isn't much of a difference. Let's talk about the currency. It's the same.
Cultural, small,
Yeah. So it's the same.
same language.
The language, at least Namibians speak English.
Also, few cities here.
Oh, happy to know that there are a few Sothos. And then there's the Prat part, the Afrikaans, maybe
The same like South Africa.
South Africa, which won't be as difficult as maybe other countries. So Namibia and Lesotho, like you said, I mean, with the current national team in Lesotho, we became friends with the Namibian national team, technical team. We exchanged a lot of, not ideas per se, but we talked a lot. Even I think previously, it's about 2 weeks back, we met in Polokwane, had a chat with them. So these are people that I've been in contact with. We have played the Namibian national team, I think, about 4 times in the space of about 2 years. No,
Okay.
I mean when I was part of the national
Generally, it's
team.
more than that.
It's more than that generally. I'm saying as I was part of the national team, and in the space of 2 years, I think we played them a friendly in Johannesburg. We played at Kosafa in Port Elizabeth, and then we played the 2 games in Bloemfontein there, the Chan one. This one's just happened in a very short period. So we are in Southern Africa. The talent, the physical attribute, maybe height, the body structure, isn't that much different. The only thing is that the Namibians, I think, are more athletic. They possess more speed than we do, which is one of the differences, maybe. And then happy to know that Malani is making a name for himself. He's becoming a very good ambassador for our country. I'm happy to learn that, and I just hope and pray that I'll follow suit. This is a big club. Big clubs always have huge expectations, and there's always pressure. There's no time to do things, but I think we also need to maybe understand and take into consideration that the things that the team wants will become a process. It's just that we'll have to try and find ways to make sure that the process is not too long. We are coming in mid-season. I mean, the team is leading the log. We are not changing the technical team intentionally because we don't want to make too many changes inside the season, just so that if anyone, wherever he is thinking that no, we are not going to work because now the coach is there, people should know that they'll also account for things, because I mean, it's them who know the team more than I do. But I've seen that, I've watched a number of games. Maybe the team plays a bit differently to most of the teams here in Namibia, I think, which is what has always been the emphasis. Can we try and win? Can we try and win while sharing the ball, by possessing, playing through the thirds, like you said? Um, we all know football. We'll try to do that, but sometimes, in football, you can't play through the thirds when the spaces that you are looking for are there. And if you have those spaces, then maybe you need to get there quickly, and then maybe get what we are looking for, which are goals. So we'll we'll work very hard, in fact, to make sure that the board of the team gets what they want to do with the help of the players. I think I accepted the job because I felt the team has enough quality, good enough quality to to reach,
achieve the
to achieve
target.
the targets, and I'm happy to be here. It's going to be a process. It's going to be sometimes, like I said, it might be rough because it's mid-season. Like I said, we cannot just play to maybe prepare for. We don't have time to prepare for maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks. That's mid-season, so we need to make sure that the process is short. But I mean, we are dealing with human beings. I'm also a human being. I'm going to try and arrange things maybe my way, which might be different. And because of the quality, I'm happy that maybe they'll adapt quickly. Maybe they might feel that some of the roles, I mean, some of the behaviors during different phases are new. Those are the things that I'm talking about when I'm talking about the process. So, but as a coach, why am I here? I'm here to try and influence, try and sell an idea,
And grind out the results.
the results, and that is the most important thing. That as I'm selling the idea, as I'm trying to influence certain behavioral patterns during certain phases or all the phases, we still, at the end of the day, need to get the results.
Indeed, most satisfied. But let me quickly put you on the spot. If you talk in terms of the playing style, Lesotho, I watched Lesotho, watched some of the team a couple of times. The playing style is similar to South Africa. The Namibian players, they play differently. They more European stuff, German stuff, the influence of Germans here. I'm sure you know the history of Namibia. Now, if you look at the current crop of Namibian players in the Premier League, in the South African League, they're probably the best players. You take Rian Hanabopeta Masulu, you take Peter Shalomile at Sundowns, John Otto, and all these guys. They're doing fairly well there. What can this be attributed to when you come to the playing scale where the Namibians are always doing well in that setup?
I think this is just my opinion. Um, South Africa and Namibia, I don't see a lot of I mean, there's a lot of similarities. There's, I mean, I think from yesteryear, Namibia
Was part of
was
South
part
Africa,
of
was the
South
fifth
Africa.
province of South
Yes,
Africa.
yes, that's it. So you wouldn't see much of a difference. That is the advantage that Namibians have in order for them to do well in SA.
Because maybe the cultural adjustments and you can adapt very quickly.
It's not difficult for them to adjust and do. And the other issue is modern football. It's not a word that I like to use, modern football, but it is the speed that makes the difference. Because I mean, all over the world there's talent all over, but it's it's the speed that gives you the edge, which is what I think the Namibians may have over a number of countries in Southern Africa.
You have an edge there.
I think you do, and the highest leagues, the higher you go, the more difficult it becomes to play in such leagues because the speed of play. So if we talk about South Africa, that is maybe attracting players from all over the world. That means the cream or the talent that is based in South Africa. For anyone to do well in such a league, you would have to be ready to deal with the speed of play, which is what I think makes the, 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 the difference. And that is what makes other nations or other players from other countries not to succeed. So the talent in Southern Africa is there, but can you play in any league? Maybe you need the speed, which is what I think the Namibians have over many of the Southern African teams.
From a neutral point of view, I've been watching African stars and following African stars, and that's one trend that somehow really worries me. When they play double headers on Saturday, they're hot. Then on the next day, there's some kind of fatigue. But I mean, if you have a big squad, are you going to rotate, or how will you? How will you be able to get your way around that? I mean,
Yeah.
Play the same thing Saturday, you have double headers. Teams
Yeah.
are playing Saturday and Sunday, which is again, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
But how will you be able to work around that?
Yeah, I'm happy that you asked me that question. That is the most difficult part about managing football, and that is the most difficult thing that I feel I'm going to have to face because it's a new thing. It happened in my country while I was still young, um, but it didn't happen week in week out. It happens uh, after a certain number of weeks and stuff. So, like you said, scientifically and in terms of performance, that is, performance cannot allow that. I mean, the body of a human being needs
A
rest
certain amount of time
to
recover.
recover. So, it's a bit difficult. Um, Unfortunately, having watched the team over a number of weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks back, I've seen same faces playing in the team. So you talked about the you talked about the depth in the team. It's depth and quality. That is what you said.
Yes.
Yeah, we have depth. Maybe yes, we have 30 players,
Yeah.
but is the quality the same? I don't know.
Exactly.
That is what I need to learn. That is what I need to learn when I get to the training field, and then make a decision on based on that. Because I mean, I cannot fault anyone. I cannot sit here and say the coaches should have changed. I'm going to change. I can't say that from where I am. I first need to get the feel of the players, know the team. I've seen those that I've watched, and I said I'm happy with what I've seen. But I'm sure the team has more players than what I've seen because the only opportunity that I had to know about the team was watching them play in the official games. So scientifically, we need to refresh the team if we are playing over 2 days, 2 games in one weekend. I mean, scientifically, that has to happen.
Quality.
But at the same time, with the objectives that the team has, is the quality the same? I think you are in a position to tell me better if you feel if we take out the captain Stiga, do we have a replacement for him that will still put the team at the same level? That is what we need to learn. And from the conversations that I had with management, they believe the, we have that, but I also still have to make a call after watching the players. But you are right. It's one of the most difficult leagues. It's challenging for. You would want to have 4 or 5 new faces the following day, but that is just what is written in the book. That is what the book says. But when you get to reality, there are injuries, there is fatigue, like you said, there is loss of form. But the team here wants to win, so we cannot just say yes. I'll change the team. I can't say that at this point.
So before I let you go, do you have any specific plans to build your team around any specific player that you probably know or been aware of? You've been probably watching tapes and so on. Obviously, want to build your team around.
Look, I wouldn't want to
Mention
mention names, or I've seen the team has good quality. There's a number of players. There are those that I met at the national team. Kampamba, is it Kambamba? The
Zambira,
the
Katwa,
the left back. I think he played. Yeah,
Katwa,
yeah. Katwa played.
yeah, no, Katwa. Very good player.
I think I also saw the captain years back.
He played in South Africa. He was playing for Amatux.
That's nice. I think I've seen him somewhere. Then there's the one that's playing number 10. Is it?
Awilo, yeah.
Yeah.
He played for Bloemfontein Celtics.
All right, that's
back
nice.
in the day.
Those are the days, the names that Ben, of course, our ambassador from my country, without any favors or anything, is someone that I also know who has quality. And then you have those that haven't played for the national team. The names are difficult. I've been trying to learn the names over a couple of weeks. Um, the number 18, the centre back, I've seen him. I've watched him.
Yeah, Kahambira, you know.
Yeah, I think so the team, then a number of players. The number 21, the team has good players, man. I cannot mention names because, I mean, and then there are those that I saw. I think he's a young winger. I think, yeah, I think he played. The last time I saw him playing was at Washakati when the team was playing. On the team, yeah. There's a number of players. There's a number of good players. There's number 7. So, I would mention all the 18 that I've seen. It's just that the names are a bit difficult. I've seen the captain is Kasheria, you see. So, yeah, those I was just trying to allude to the difficulty in names, but it won't take me that long to know all those names. But I'm happy with the quality that I've seen. The number 15. Munjua. Yeah, So yeah, there's the talent is good, and I've seen that physicality and the speed, like we said, in Namibian football is dominant. So let's see how it goes. I'm here.
Should the need arise, and you probably need one or two sports, are there any specific players in the Suto that you can probably recruit and bring them to African Stars? Do you have any players in mind from the Suto, outstanding players that you might sign? If you had that opportunity.
If I had an opportunity, of course, yes. I wouldn't mention the names because those players are contracted with the teams. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to talk about players here, but definitely, definitely, there are players, not even in Lesotho only, even in South Africa. Given an opportunity, would definitely go out and maybe beef up the squad with certain positions. I've seen other players playing for other teams in this country. I mean, given an opportunity, by all means, we could all the time. I mean, football is like that. You always want to improve something, and even if it takes me 3-4 years at African Stars, the beginning of the 5th year, I would still want to maybe reinforce somewhere. So specifically to your question, yes, from my country, there's a lot of time that would just need to adapt. And how long did it take for Malani to adapt in this country?
I think he hit the ground.
That's
in
nice.
my opinion.
That's
Hit the
nice.
ground running.
That
It's
is that.
like it's probably one of the most
Best
favorite players. Not best, actually, I mean, he barely had a bad day.
That's nice. Nice to hear and to know. That means one would say Basotho would not struggle in this country. And like I said, I'm praying that I'll be part of those. I'll be part of the group that will not struggle in this country.
Well, that's great words there from a very confident coach with a very felt, and he's very confident. He's a young man, and he's obviously looking forward. I think he's just in the right place at the right time. We wish you all the best, brother man, and we wish to come back here again to celebrate the retirement.
Thank you very much.
Some
It's not going to be easy, but that is the objective. Thank you very much.
So with that, we have come to the end of another podcast edition of African Stars. From all of us, this is goodbye.